In exactly 100 days, the people of Scotland will decide whether they want to break away from Great Britain. Both sides in the in or out campaign have promised to step up their game as the referendum fast approaches. Now, in the past 4 months, support for Scotland going it alone has risen by 4%. But there are plenty of obstacles to deal with. RT's Polly Boyko now looking into some of the most contentious issues.
Scotland potentially going it alone is more than flying a flag and picking an anthem. It would be a difficult divorce, and both sides are throwing around figures and forecasts that are arguably leaving wavering Scots scratching their heads. One thing that Scotland currently enjoys under Westminster rule is EU membership. But the President of the European Commission, José Manuel Barroso, has said that it would be extremely difficult, if not impossible, for an independent Scotland to join his club.
Many leaders of the European Union have made it very clear that not only would it not be automatic, they also wouldn't look favourably upon Scotland applying to become a member of the European Union down the line.
But those in the yes camp say that the EU can't just kick out all the Scots that are already members.
If 5 million citizens make a choice for their country's independence, I know from dealings with diplomats and politicians across the European Union, they will accept that.
NATO is another elite members club that the Yes campaign insists it would be able to stay in.
A big part of NATO's nuclear armaments are resting in Scotland, and the Yes campaign, or the SNP, have a strict no nuclear policy in Scotland, no nuclear weapons policy. And so whether they will stick to that or whether they will decide that actually they want to be more flexible in order to become a member of NATO remains to be seen.
Those for independence point to some notable exceptions to that rule.
Scotland is the very heart of the North Atlantic, so they would be very uncomfortable without Scotland. And we have to remember that Norway now heads NATO, a nation of 5 million that doesn't have nuclear weapons.
And one of the most contentious issues is the estimated price of going it alone. UK Treasury analysis puts Scotland's start-up costs at £1.5 billion. That figure has been rubbished by Scottish National Party leader Alex Salmond, although he's staying tight-lipped about what he thinks it would cost. So with just 100 days to go, it seems that there is just one undisputable fact, and that's that neither side knows what's going to happen. If the Yes camp does win, and bear in mind it's lagging behind in the polls at the moment, well then both sides will have to enter complicated negotiations that could take many years to settle. Polly Boyko, RT, London.